Hi, I'm Abby, and I'm going to be showing you how to use Jamboard. So the first thing that you're going to do is go to jamboard.google.com, and that's going to take you to the landing page for Jamboard. So when you're ready to create a new Jamboard, you just click on the orange plus sign in the bottom corner, and then from there you get to your first untitled jam. You want to give it a title because it will save to your Google Drive. So if you want to be able to find it again, give it a title that you're going to remember and that you can search in Drive. Also, like other Google files, you can share it with other people and also give them editing access. Jamboard also works with Google Classroom. So if you are assigning this to Google Classroom, you can set it just like any other document so that your students can view it, edit, or they can actually have their own copy made for them in Google Classroom, just like a Google Doc. So another thing to note is that Jamboard is both a interactive whiteboard as well as sort of a slide deck, but Jamboard doesn't call them slides, it calls them frames. And you control your frames up here at the top. You can use up to 20 frames in a Jamboard, and you add them by clicking on this arrow to the side. To see all of your frames together in a list, you click on the expand frame button, and now I can sort of see them all. I can add more frames from this view. I can also duplicate, and I can delete frames as needed. You can even click and drag and move the order of them. But keep in mind, you only get 20. So that is one sort of limiting factor. So once you have your frames set up, you know how many that you need, you can start to really dive into the interactivity of this tool. So all of your editing tools are over here on the side. There is a pen that you can sort of change the thickness of. There's also a highlighter function and the color. There's an eraser. There is also a sticky note function, which is really cool. So you can add sticky notes to your presentation and it will stick right there. And then you can sort of drag it and move it around the board. So this could be cool for sorting activities or organizing ideas, brainstorming, that sort of thing. You can also add images if you'd like to. And then here we have a shape drawer, which is really nice as well for organizing, brainstorming, doing concept maps and things like that. You can add text boxes. You just click and it appears. And then you can also use the laser pointer. So if you're using this for a presentation, the laser pointer sort of highlights red what you might be referring to in the presentation, and then it fades away within a few seconds. So that's a nice function for when you're presenting. So there are a couple different ways that you can use Jamboard. And one thing that is really useful if you want to use this with students is that you can set a background and then students can edit on top of that background. So by clicking on the button set background, you can change it so that if you're in a math class, we could do a graphing activity. Or if you're in social studies, I can go and browse my files and I can find the blank map that I downloaded earlier. And now we could do a map activity. I could even use the previous slide and put in a text box, and this could be my instructions. And I could say to my students, I want you to circle the continents. And then I can make this look a lot nicer, fix it up a little bit. And then on the next slide, they would find the map, and then they could use the drawing tools to go in here and circle all of the different continents. So there's a lot of different ways that you can use Jamboard. It is a really creative, sort of simple tool, so it's easy to learn. And then as you learn it, you come up with more and more ideas for how you can use it.